Okay, hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today we are at Team Sport Karting in Nottingham. Myself, Sam and a friend of ours, Ryan. You can't see Ryan, he's just in front of Sam on the video. So all it is basically it's a couple of practice sessions at Team Sport in Nottingham. It's mine and Sam's qualifying track, ready for the British Indoor Karting Championship happening this year. Obviously, it's run by the BIKC in association with Team Sport, so it's set at all of the Team Sport tracks. It's open to anybody with an elite membership. Due to the elite membership, what will happen is once you've purchased one, you should get an email through from the Motorsport UK with a KI license, which I believe stands for Karting Indoor Racing License, which you need in order to compete. So we're out onto the first session here. What I'll probably do is split this into 3 different videos, so there'll be a video per session, rather than in my last video, which I put both the sessions into one video. It makes it quite long to watch, and it means that people kind of tend to stick around for a couple of minutes or so rather than for the whole thing. So what I've done here is I'm going to split it into 3 parts. They're going to be titled exactly the same, but they're going to be titled 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and 3 out of 3. Just so you can watch them in order, or not. You don't have to watch them in order, but I'll label them in order of the sessions. So, Team Sport. This is the Friday night on the 17th of July. So they've been open for a couple of weeks now, but this is, my first session back. What it is, well, we gave them a little bit of time, obviously, to deal with the whole COVID situation, get their staff back into it before we tried to jump into these bigger groups. The staff seems to be handling it really well. The company itself seems to handle it really well. They've got their new ozone sanitising stations. They go with that works with their helmets and their suits. You get given a balaclava if you don't have one already, and you're using their helmets. You get given a balaclava as well, and a pair of gloves, and then they're yours to keep as well. Once you're finished, they're there for you to keep, take home with you, so on and so forth. So you'll notice in this video, compared to my other karting video, the camera is in a different position. I have a new helmet that allows me to mount it on the side, with it being a drift Ghost X camera rather than something like a GoPro. It is designed to mount onto the side of the helmet. So I've got a different helmet than my other one. It's a little bit lighter. My old helmet being a modular, so where the face opens up meant that I couldn't mount the camera on the side effectively. So I've got another helmet that I'm going to use specifically for my racing videos. We're going to use this camera setup, so do let me know if you prefer it or don't, because it probably won't matter until I get a GoPro, which means I can mount it on the front, so you can get basically a perfect eye-to-eye view of what I see whilst I'm racing. But for the time being, this is kind of what we've got. Do let me know if you enjoy the idea of me commentating over the top of the video once it's been recorded, or whether you think I should get a mic set up in the actual helmet so you can hear me properly rather than just over the top of the video, or trying to hear me over the top of the engine noise. Oh, that was close. Give that guy a little bit of hands up. Another red light. So what they do here at Team Sport is, this is our first session of the night. They test you on the first session on your yellow and red lights, which is what they did earlier, which is what the first set of red and yellow lights were. This is an actual red light. I'm not quite sure what happened. I think this is when somebody got stuck on the bridge. I do have some outtake moments from my stepmother who came with us. She dropped us off because none of us can actually drive, or at least legally on the road. So she's up on the balcony, just up there. You probably can't see her too well on the video because it's quite shaky. But she got me some aerial shots and some aerial footage. So what I'll probably do is I'll I'll stick those in here at the end of the video, this video, so you can see what kind of happened while I wasn't around, because my editing skills aren't up to scratch to it. Kind of put it in a corner or cut it out, stop this video and then cut to that video and then cut back again, because I'm not that good. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll leave you with a couple of laps. I'll jump in every now and then with a little bit of commentary, because we've got a yellow light again just here, and I hope you enjoy. So this is going to be one of those times where I jump in with the commentary. As you saw just there was somebody on that end corner. That just happens to be Sam. That means I now have him two different tracks in two different walls on video. Yay me. 2-0 to me. He hasn't got me on any videos yet because he doesn't have a camera. He spent all his money on his helmet. It's a Raw Rock, which is quite expensive, extremely lightweight, but quite expensive. So you have the money for an action camera as well. So as you may have noticed on the past couple of laps, on that last corner, well, I think technically it's last two corners, they class it as two turns, but it's one thingy just here. I'm not great at it, but again, this is only my first session on the track. It's extremely slippery if you are forced around the outside of it. This is one of the tracks where my weight doesn't play against me as much. For example, Sam, who I'm racing with here, is 59 kilos with all of his gear on, which is extremely light, whereas I am 117 without my gear on. I haven't actually weighed myself with my gear yet. So it's difficult to talk about weight on karting because it does make a difference, but it's not as big as someone would expect. But certainly on a track like this, where it's not an advantage to be heavier, but it's definitely not as much of a disadvantage, because having that little bit of extra weight gives your tyres a little bit extra grip coming around those more slippery corners. So there's slightly less chance of you spinning out, basically. guys, you'll notice that towards the end of the session I start tucking my head behind the steering wheel and coming down these straights. All I'm doing there is, by getting my head down underneath the steering wheel, is I'm attempting, keyword is attempting, to lessen the air resistance that I feel that basically affects my car as I go down the straight. It's just to try and shave off a couple more seconds in the session. So you'll see there, guys, in a session, a little bit of argy-bargy coming around that last corner. All that happened was I attempted to go around the outside of that driver in the green suit in front of me. But what I didn't account for was the fact that they came to the outside to let me through. What happened then was they turned into me. I ended up going into the barrier. I slowed down and moved over to the left hand side to try and go down the inside. What I then didn't account for was somebody else coming from behind us. They hit me on the inside, I slid slightly, hit them on their inside and pushed them into the barrier, and thankfully nobody got hurt. Okay then guys, so as you may have seen there, that is the checkered flag for session 1. All that will happen now is it'll be a slow lap round where we'll pull back into the pit lanes and this video will end. You'll also notice that we've somehow managed to time it so perfectly that I've caught up to the back of Ryan. I'm side by side with him just here. Give him a little bit of a thumbs up, asking if he enjoyed it, because it is his first time racing, as I said earlier. Seems to have enjoyed it. So what I might do is I might put some outtakes. I'm going to put some outtakes from this video just after this. I'll say outtakes. It's literally just the start bit. It was a little bit funny, and I'll let you sit and watch. Is it red? Yeah.
Flashing red.
It's red. Well, it means I'm recording. So if you don't buy a balaclava, you've got to wear one of their paper ones. What are you? Are you on a... You're a quick release? Yeah.
That means you can double checking so you don't jump in the wrong car.
Yeah.
What car are you in?
I'm number 2. You're in car number 15.
I'm in 15.
Ryan, you're in car number 14. You're going to be in car number 14. First race of the season, lads. We're excited. First actual race that we've not done on our own track for free, at least.
That one's me, that one's Cameron, that one's you.
So Ryan, you're at the front of the second roller. So it's going to be you go out, then Sam's going to go out, and I'm going to go out the back. So I'm going to get your brake test on camera.
Mate, got his sunglasses on just in case it gets a bit bright.
Oh yeah. They're taking a piss out of your visor. Mine's better.
I just like it. Just get a straight in on it. Go.
He's trying to kill you, Sam, so you can have his helmet.
Nice one, dude. Go for it. I like yours as well, man.